Yo, YouTubers, what's up? Welcome to another video. Today we got the Queen Studios Ironman Mark 50 Battle Damage Bust. A lot to say. Two monster boxes, roughly about the same size. One's a little bit heavier than the other. They're very, very big though. Like, these are huge boxes and quite heavy, like 50 pounds each. So I don't really have space to do my whole typical setup. So I'm just gonna open each box, show you what's inside, and show you how it's set up. And then we'll put it in the room next to the Ironman and give it a good review. But I'm very excited for this. I've been waiting a very long time. I did order this through Spec Fiction, so it was imported via boat as the very last batch, which finished in February and missed his first boat, had to go on the second boat. But it's finally here, so I'm very excited. I also did, coincidentally, pre-order from Spec Fiction the Ironman Mark 7 life-size bust, because that's my favorite suit. I've been waiting for a good one. I sold the Sideshow one because I thought it was quite terrible, to be honest. So the day I get my Queen Ironman bust is also the day I pre-ordered my soon-to-be newer Queen Ironman bust. So crazy things. Anyways, folks, let's open this up. I'm super stoked. Alrighty, so in this first box I've opened, here is the art box, which shows the bust. This is from Avengers Infinity War, if you did not know what the Mark 50 is from. We are greeted with the COA. I got 773 of 1125. And it does come with a special coin because it was such a huge delay. There was also some QC issues with this on the first few batches. So we will check that out later. Looks like we got straps, which is great. So let's take it out and check it out. Alrighty, so we got the straps off. We're gonna go ahead and open it. I wanna give you my raw reactions, what I think instantly upon opening this box. Alrighty, so we have the body. That is quite big, way bigger than my old Ironman bust. So obviously we can't see too much because it's covered, but that is quite big. I will say that is very big for a life-size bust. So, you know, you compare it to like the Arnold, how wide that is. You know, this thing's way wider. So we're gonna need to open the other box though, so we gotta get to the base first. So I will leave this as is for now. Alrighty, so here is the other box. So yeah, those are huge. The base, yeah, this has a lot of parts to it for a life-size bust. So a lot of parts. Let's start setting it up though. Alright, so I'm actually gonna set it up right here on the little stuva for us. So here is just the base. So the base does have a battle damaged look, just so you're aware. So it has like burn marks, scrapes, all throughout it, which matches obviously the bust because I got the battle damaged bust. But it is quite cool looking. It almost has like a twisting effect, you know, very reminiscent of the armor, obviously, with the red and the silver colors. And this is where it will connect for the battery, or the light up, which has a button right here and a plug. But here is the base. It looks great. It's very heavy, I will say, very heavy. Much heavier than most of the other bases, probably equivalent to Thanos base, which is very heavy. Alrighty, and so here is the body. It is also quite heavy. Now this is the battle damage version, so it does have all this battle damage right here, here, even like little indents into the helmet from lots of battle damage. We'll do more in depth when we got fully set up. We have some shoulder stuff, this stuff, a lot more to put on as you saw in the box. But gotta say the paint job is very juicy. When I say juicy, I mean vibrant. You know, really vibrant. And it's a very big bust. All right, so next piece we added was this right here, slotted in. You know, has battle damage on both. All right, so I just put the nameplate on, and just an FYI, guys, this is not a cheap plastic one like all the other ones. All these, cheap plastic. This bad boy, metal and heavy. So I'm definitely glad they're starting to upgrade those nameplates, because I'm sure a lot of people were complaining of the plastic versus, you know, a higher quality. And I do like this metal one. And I hope Queen Studios, if they watch this, continue doing metal plaques instead of plastic ones, because we don't want plastic. All right, so with this bust, if you're unaware, it does come with two different back options. that is a standard black, like a cover. So it's just normal Iron Man, and it goes right here. Or you get the option to do that monster thing, and it also connects to this and those. So it does make it extremely deep. So I don't know if it'll fit on my shelf. I'm gonna try. If it fits, I'll use it. If it won't, then I'll have to unfortunately use that. But man, this thing is heavy and huge. Like, look at that. And it just screams high quality. I'm definitely digging this bust. Everything seems very high quality to me. Okay, so I put on one of the back pieces. Now to get this in, if you just put this piece in, it actually falls out. So you have to you get an exchange of this, which connects them and has a rod that pegs in and holds it. So it's two magnets from different angles holding it together. So that right there replaces this. So you actually get multiple switch outs because of this. So let's do the other side now. So we got the other like back wing thing in. There is one additional attachment, this little silver thing, which simply goes right there. So you attach that like so. To make sure it's freaking in. There you go. So that is the back wings. It definitely adds a ton of depth. I am glad they included this and the ability to not have it, because it does create a ton of depth. But if you look at the bust, it's definitely cool. Although I feel like if you are going to use those wings, you want to have this bust more in like the middle of the room, because when you're looking at it face forward like this, you just see the back wings. I mean, it's still cool, but man, that depth is just killer. I don't know if it will fit on a garage shelf. Now I have 25 inches depth. Now I'm gonna measure this for you guys. But it does come with those two and those two for the switch outs to replace that if you don't want it. Last thing is gonna be the arc reactor. Alrighty, we're just about done. So it does come with a rechargeable arc reactor. Now mine is not charged, so it's charging it real quickly. I did want to show you the Queen Studios coin you get. They also issued an apology letter apologizing for the delay due to COVID and factory delays. So it just says Queen Studios, has an S, and then this logo. I'll probably display it this way versus this way. And then I have this little coin holder so I can display it right next to the bust. It does come with a remote for an on-off switch for that, because that one does need to be a switch where the eyes and all the other lights are done via the USB. And then here is the COA. So if you want to pause and read that, you can. 1125 edition size, that is kind of high. But I mean, it is Iron Man, which is the most popular Marvel character. I did have to dust it. You know, there was quite a bit of dust and whatnot, so I used one of the brushes. This did not include a brush like your typical Queen Studios does. So we're just gonna charge the arc reactor, get it inside, look at the lights, and do the full review. Alrighty, we got the arc reactor in. So the way the arc reactor goes in is you actually push it, and then you push it all the way in, and then it snaps in. If you wanted to take it out, you just press the button again if, let's say, you want to recharge the batteries. And so here is the remote, just to show you. Oh, there we go. So detailed arc reactor that goes inside the chest, removable, very, very cool. You could turn just this on. The only negative I see of having it removable with a rechargeable battery is whenever you want to, like, let's say I want to turn on all my Marvel statue lights, that arc reactor won't turn on with everything. Only the entire Iron Man but that. So I have to press a button separately, which is kind of annoying. I wish they give you a dual option that, you know, you can take it out and press a button to turn it on, but you can also have it part of your, you know, system, so it does it as well. But nevertheless, it is cool to have it. So there it is. So let's just check out this bust now in full detail. Now that everything's finally set up, we got it. So first, let's check out this base. This base is definitely different than all of your other Marvel busts. You know, it seems like most of the busts had a base similar to Black Panther. You know, multiple had that. Thanos had a very unique base. Hulk had a different one themed after this ship. So this one is themed after Iron Man. So it's really like two main parts. His, almost like a continuation of his body going down, and then this under sub base, which has multiple layers. And it is battle damage, which I really like, because it helps match the upper bust. not like it to be clean and the upper bust be damaged. Here's where the plug-in is and a button. I really like how with this bus, it's not just cut off in the back. You actually see the entire back of Ironman, because this is meant to be more of like in the middle of a room, museum style piece. So you can, walk from behind and see all this amazing detail where someone like Hulk, Loki, Thanos, heck, all the other busts, to be honest, the back of them is just nothing. Where this one, you have the entire Iron Man back, which is really cool. So there's gonna be light ups in all those, but I don't think there's light up in this. But yeah, that base is definitely very cool. I do like it. I like the nameplate. It feels high quality. It's a little bit different color than the other ones. It's not just a standard gold. It has almost a bronze look to it and almost a slightly weathered look to, again, match that battle damage. But it looks great, and I'm glad it's there because this is to represent my Infinity War setup, which is right here. I got the poster with the Iron Man, as you can see. So it's just gonna look gorgeous next to my Mark 85. So the base, I would probably give a 9 out of 10 for the base. Now, Iron Man himself, he is huge. He has wide shoulders, girthiness. You feel like there probably could be a human being inside of this armor. Granted, this armor is thinner where it's like almost skin tight. So it definitely has a very good big size to it. Like this has like more presence than, for example, Hulk, Loki. It's a huge presence because of how wide and just thick and girthy it is. And when you add those back nano booster wings, it really gives it a huge presence. So definitely love the size of it. It's very big and just screams at you. Plus the vibrant paint job, the red, the gold is just magnificent. Now, I've only owned one Iron Man bust in the past. That was the Sideshow Mark 7, which was small, lacked chest, no shoulders, no arc reactor, very simple base. It was like a 6 out of 10 bust for me. So this one is leagues better in every possible way. The paint job is just immaculate. It's like a car paint, similar to, like Iron Studios. You look at that vibrant car paint style. They did a very similar look here. But I really love the battle damage because it really adds a lot to it. Frankly, if this was the clean version, like they didn't offer battle damage, I probably wouldn't have bought this bust, to be brutally honest. I love the battle damage. It just really tells a story, and it's not just like where you can see the like nano parts, but it has burn marks, scrapes all throughout, which is really just awesome. More scrapes here. Here you can see the nano parts being exposed. Him fighting Thanos was such an epic battle, and he was constantly battle damaged throughout the fight. He was rarely clean in that movie. You can see more like burn marks. So they did an excellent job here on the battle damage, where you can see it starting to like repair itself. Because this one did the auto repair. More battle damage here, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. And then the face, you have tons of like scraping. And then of course the battle damage, so he clearly got hit in the face from Thanos. Even battle damage there. I love the color of the gold. It's a great color. It's like just a very good gold color. It's not super mustardy like your typical Sideshow Iron Man. And even these nano booster wings have, battle damage marks all throughout. Even like right here. Now I know some people had some issues with their paint job on this. I believe Queen was trying to rush production and that's what caused it. But, I really need to give mine a good, deep, thorough look through. I'm giving you guys my fresh thoughts. So I don't know if there's a huge QC issue. I've not seen anything immediately. But overall, it does look fantastic. Initial inspections. You have tons of battle damage, which I really like, because Thanos is also battle damaged. At least all of his armor is. There's tons of scrapes and burn marks. So it really matches Thanos. And also my Iron Studios is also more of a weathered battle damage look. I definitely love these nano boosters. They add a ton of presence. They're very cool looking. So hopefully this will fit in my display case over there, because if it can, I'll definitely want to display it. But overall, I do love the overall Let's go ahead and get it plugged in though and see how this light up feature is all together. Alrighty, and here is the light up. Let's show you real quickly if the light's off so you can just see. So we have two lights at the bottom, obviously the arc reactor, which I turned on separately, two right there, two at the eyes. And this is so crazy. I mean, this is already 20. Perfect now. So you have this arc reactor, which looks awesome. And I was afraid it might not fit there, but fortunately it fits perfect. I was also afraid this might block her. Fortunately, it doesn't. And I have all three of my Ironmans in essence together, if you look at it that way. So it just looks absolutely fantastic. You know, we got the helmeted and unhelmeted version. And then I just put the little coin right here and the remote right here, which we can turn on. I haven't plugged it into my console yet, but I am gonna plug it in. This remote doesn't work the best. I think you gotta be even closer or hold it. There we go. But yeah, I wish I could turn on that arc reactor with just the USB plug, and that's one of the negatives, I would say. You know, if I was to give this negatives, I would say that I'm not the biggest fan of how the arc reactor lights up. You know, I like the idea of a remote, which is pretty cool, but I want to be able to just plug this into my USB. Plus, this doesn't work that good, as you see. There we go. As you saw, I had to press it like 7 times to get it to go on and off. So it's not even super, you know, reactive. But overall, I am very happy with this Ironman bust. I do think to date, it's the best Ironman bust released. I still like this more than the Mark 85, which also does look absolutely fantastic. And I'm sure would also look really good in this display. But I did like the Mark 50 better for a few reasons. You know, Iron Man in Endgame, he didn't fight a ton. You know, in that Trinity battle, he got knocked out within seconds, and then you didn't see much fighting of him. They really focused on Captain fighting and Thor, mostly Captain. Like, that's Captain's movie. But Iron Man fought a ton in Infinity War, and he was awesome. I loved all his combos and everything. The very beginning was so epic when he transformed. So I just like Iron Man a lot more in that movie, where Captain was kind of poor in that movie. So Captain was Endgame, Iron Man was Infinity War, and Infinity War is my favorite movie of all time, so I wanted to get Iron Man from that movie. So I am also going to get the Ironman Mark 7 bust, and when I get that in 2 years, I'll advise what I like more, this one or that one. I think they're both fantastic. They're so uniquely different looking. So that one I'm going to place in my main theater room, where I'll be getting the Queen Ironman Mark 7 half scale. I'll display them as companion pieces. And then eventually I'll get the Captain America bust and half scale. Probably also do that in theater room, so I have bust and half scale of Iron Man and Cap. I'll figure out a way to get all that and display it together. But overall, I'm extremely happy with this bust. Is it a grail? Is it something that's really going to draw your attention? Absolutely. I do think this is a grail, and Queen knocked it out of the park. I'm going to look at it a lot more very closely to determine, how the paint QC is. But from, standing 4 or 5 feet away, it looks absolutely fantastic. It really does. It is huge and just incredible looking. I do think it now has solidified itself as my favorite Polystone bust from Queen Studios. I got Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Captain Marvel. And Captain Marvel was my previous favorite. I think Iron Man is better. I just think his overall presence and just overall look is better. It is a very, very heavy bust, so keep that in mind wherever you're going to display this. I have this on garage shelving, which supports 800 pounds, so it's completely fine. Plus, those 1/4 don't weigh a lot. But he is very, very heavy, and he does take up a lot of space if you're considering this. This cost me $1,500 shipped. I do think it was worth that, absolutely. So, and this also helped my decision of getting the Mark 7 even more, knowing how good this one is. I know the Mark 7 will turn out absolutely fantastic, and it'll be worth the price tag of $1,430 plus shipping. So that one will probably end up being $1,800. Hopefully it's only one box, because this was 2. Anyways, folks, let me know your thoughts and comments below, how you like this display. I absolutely love it. It is just phenomenal in my eyes. So hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.